Hey guys, it's Epic Bear here, and today we're going to be talking about Disneyland versus Disney World. Which is best for you? Because, fun fact, this channel originally started as a travel vlog. So, I've been to both, so I can give my personal opinion on both. However, I've never stayed at a official Disneyland hotel. I've only stayed at Good Neighbor hotels. And if you don't know, a Good Neighbor hotel is essentially they're partnered with Disney. And I've only stayed at one Disney World hotel, and that would be the Disney's Caribbean Beach or something like that. Okay. So, first, we have to talk about space. As you may know, Disney World has 4 parks, and we're not including Disney Springs in this. So, they have Hollywood Studios, Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, and Epcot. The entire resort spans across about 27,000 acres. I believe that is correct. That seemed like a lot. Yep, they have about 27,000, according to multiple different travel websites. They have 32 hotels, not including Good Neighbor hotels. But what about Disneyland? They only have 2 parks, spreading across 500 acres and 3 hotels. So, space-wise, it may seem like Disney World is the place to go. However, it will take you about an hour to, from experience, it takes about an hour to get from Magic Kingdom to Epcot, so you have to plan ahead of time with that. Disneyland, you can just walk across from park to park. What about rides? See, rides are a main point in most amusement parks. So, Disney World, they have about 52 rides, 28 of which, according to Disney, being categorized as thrill rides, and 8 original rides. So those have been there since opening. And then only one ride goes upside down. Same with Disneyland. There are 49 rides at Disneyland, and 19 of them are thrill rides, according to Disneyland's website. And 14 of them have been there since 1955, I think, is when they opened. And then one goes upside down, and that's the Incredicoaster. And by far, that is one of my favorite roller coasters I've ever been on, not just at Disney, across everywhere. And then Disney World, I think that I love the Rock and Roller Coaster, which is the one that goes upside down there. But honestly, there are quite a few other rides there that I think are way better. My preferences. Honestly, depending on what part of Disneyland versus Disney World we're talking about, I prefer Disneyland. I've only been there once, compared to the multiple times I have been to Disney World. But I definitely prefer Disneyland. So, let's go back to the rides. As we can see, there are only 19 thrill rides at Disneyland. But those thrill rides are amazing. I personally prefer the Tower of Terror there, which is the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, preferred to Disney World's Tower of Terror. I just feel like Disney World's Tower of Terror is very outdated versus Disneyland's is so fun, and you never know what song you're gonna get, and it's a little different each time. Their Star Wars lands are like exactly the same. I love Mickey's Toontown. However, I was there during Christmas of 2021, so still due to COVID, some of the stuff was closed. I believe you can't meet. I believe you can meet the characters now, but I'm not sure. I know you can at Disney World. But I'm not sure about Disneyland. I was there during Christmas time, so it was a little bit different with all of the experiences and stuff, so I can't really talk about the parades and stuff there. Plus, I was there during COVID. My most recent trips were during COVID. What about who should go? I definitely think if you're looking for a classic and you're a Disney fanatic, Disneyland is definitely the place to go, since you definitely feel Walt's touch. I thought it was so much fun. I went on our last day, I went to the carousel, behind the castle. Their castle is way smaller than Disney World's, and I think that's something to note because we knew it was smaller, but we didn't realize how small it was. Like we were there, and like when you first walk in, you can hardly see the castle. Versus Disney World, it's like right there, and it's booming. But definitely, if you like the classics, definitely go to Disneyland because, or really, it's up to you. But I prefer Disneyland for classics. Like I went on, like I was saying, I went on the carousel, and they have the Mary Poppins one there, and it's like the 50th anniversary. It's really cool. And I got to ride it. It was so fun. And even though it's literally the same, I like it a lot more. For little kids, I definitely think that Disneyland's a lot better. It's smaller. You don't have to wait on a bus for like an hour. You don't have to wait in line to get across from parks. Definitely for smaller kids, I think Disneyland's better. And Disney World, definitely for the thrill people. Definitely for people who like thrill rides, like you saw, there were 9 more categorized thrill rides. Right? Was that correct? Yeah, 9 more categorized thrill rides over at Disney World. However, once again, most of those are spread out throughout the parks. But I also want to talk about what park I prefer. What park I prefer at each one. At Disneyland, I definitely prefer Disney's California Adventure. And I like that one a lot more. It has a very carnival feel, and I just love that one. And that's where Avengers Campus is. Avengers Campus is really fun. I thought it was, honestly, this is gonna be an unpopular opinion, but I thought it was as immersive, if not more immersive, than Star Wars Land. I know, hot take, but I love it. Also, for Disney World, I honestly have to go with either Magic Kingdom or Hollywood Studios for my favorites. I only like Animal Kingdom because it has Everest, and to me, Everest is very similar to the Matterhorn, although the Matterhorn is a little bit more jolty and smaller. I liked the Matterhorn. Once again, I was there during Christmas, so they had a Christmas parade, and instead of trying to fight to get a seat, I went on the single rider line on the Matterhorn, and I was able to see, and I was able to like be at the top when it was going by, and I thought that was really cool. Similar to if you're able to time it exactly right at Splash Mountain, you can watch the fireworks from there. I personally have never done that, but I think that would be really cool. Now let's talk about cast members. Are they more friendly at either one? No, they're amazing at both. I had a broken foot when I went to Disneyland, so I could not get I had a boot because I was like still healing from it, and when I went to Disneyland, and I was like, hey, last time I was on this ride, I was Splash Mountain, if you're wondering, and it got wet, and we had to go home for the rest of the day. We had to go back to the hotel, and it was unfortunate. So I talked to them about it. I'm like, is there any chance I can not get wet? And they're like, yeah, sure. So they put me on my own little raft. They'll only really do this if you have like a broken foot or something, right? Or like literally can't get wet. And it's still a thrill. It's really fun. They'll put you on in the middle of the raft. The middle of the raft is not the best if you're with other people. It's only when you're by yourself, like because that way you don't tip. Um, Ride wise, I liked. So let's go back to my preferences. I definitely liked a lot of California's versions better. The only thing I didn't like better is I liked Disney. I like Disney World's Winnie the Pooh better. But I definitely like most things. Like I like that you can go in the castle at Disneyland. I have been in the castle at Disney World. I have ate at Cinderella's Royal Table, so I know you can do that. But it's really expensive and it's a pain in the butt to try to get it. So once again, here you go. Like I said, smaller children and Disney fanatics will definitely love Disneyland. Not to say you won't love both. I was 3 years old the first time I went to Disney World, and I don't remember it obviously because I was 3, but um, it's definitely okay. Like, I'm not trying to say don't go to Disney World if you have small children. Either one's great. I just think that Disneyland is way better for small children. What about your need to knows? Like I said, it takes a long time to get from park to park at Disney World. So, if you're normally a Disneyland person and you're going to Disney World, I've seen a lot of people at Disney World. This was way before I had ever been to Disneyland. They're like, what's the quickest way to get to Epcot? We have a reservation in 20 minutes. And they're at Magic Kingdom. And I'm like, sitting here like, that's going to take you like an hour. Call and see if you can get, like, postpone it, but you're probably not going to be able to. And I always feel bad for that because, like, you're planning maybe even like 2 months, you're planning months ahead for this vacation, and it just doesn't work. So, yeah. But the flip side is if you're typically a Disney World person, my parents and I were very confused when we got there. We were like, wait, we're just smack dab, like when you enter, you're just smack dab in the middle of the two parks. We weren't expecting that. Because, like, for park hopping, we're like, all right, we have to put this like an hour after we plan on leaving the park because we are not going to be able to get to it for park hopping. And it was kind of funny. Because then we realized, oh, you don't have to worry about that. Also, I did download this on Slides Mania, I believe. I downloaded this template on Slides Mania, so huge shout out to Slides Mania for letting me use this. So I do have to keep mentioning this. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Disney and different vacationing tips. I believe my next video is going to be about cruising. Is it worth it? So make sure to like and subscribe for that video. Bye!